This is a picture of my little brother, and his name is Dalton.
Well, I took my first graders on a field trip to the High Desert Museum, and I came back to school in Redmond, and I wasn't feeling well and ended up in the hospital that evening. And a couple days later, after they had tried to keep Dalton in my stomach, he needed to come out. And so he was born at 28 weeks. He was 1 pound 11 ounces. And he ended up staying in the NICU for 69 days. Having no family in the area, it was really rough. We went back and forth daily, a couple times a day from Redmond. And it meant one of us would have to be with our older children, and one of us would get to go see the baby. Finally, about, 50 days into it, the nurses had kept saying, go to the Ronald McDonald house, it will be easier, or it's so close. And when we finally did it, it was a godsend. I think the biggest deal once we knew that Dalton was going to make it was that it was the summer and our older children were on vacation and trying to make their lives as normal and fun in the summer in the midst of just something that's
chaos.
Yeah, chaos. They had a wonderful time here. They played in the playroom and played with the toys and watched movies and played basketball for hours and hours and hours.
It was just fun playing outside and having fun with our family and not getting split up.
My daughter went back to school and told her class that what she did on summer vacation was she stayed at the Ronald McDonald house, and everyone should too. So I think that speaks for itself.
What I found most comforting about the Ronald McDonald house was that it kept our family together. When you're at the hospital sanitizing every time you go in there, you have to be quiet, and it's just a different environment. Then you come to the Ronald McDonald house and it's open, it's warm,
There's a garden and stuffed
animals.
animals.
It's home away from home.
I can't imagine going through what we went through and trying to figure out, on top of worrying about your child surviving, how you're going to afford to live in a hotel, to pay for all this food. Emotionally, it's exhausting. I think the Ronald McDonald house is a place that maybe you really don't think about, because it's not a place that you would ever hope to have to need, but when you are having a difficult time, when your child is in the hospital and you're worried about them living, it's so nice to have the Ronald McDonald house here to alleviate the stress of what to do with the rest of your family. They thought of everything. The laundry, a stocked pantry, a playroom for the kids. I know my children were thrilled because there were snacks that I'm not thinking of when I'm going to the NICU. And they thought of everything.
Like you said, it was a godsend to have the Ronald McDonald house, and we can't thank them enough.